Over the past several weeks, News 8 has uncovered serious problems with the mechanics who repair the aircraft you fly in. Improper testing, licensing, even threats to terrorism. Now News 8 has discovered a pattern of multinational trade-in aircraft mechanics with potential safety consequences for major airlines. Documents and interviews indicate foreign mechanics are being brought into our country to cut costs. The problem? Many may not have the English skills to repair and read those repair manuals. Byron Harris is here with our continuing investigation. Byron.
Gloria, there are tens of thousands of unemployed aircraft mechanics in the United States. Many have been laid off as airlines farm out their repair work to subcontractors. Now, News 8 has learned one of the biggest repair subcontractors in the United States is importing workers to do aircraft repairs. The problem is not just with their documentation. News 8 has learned many may lack the necessary English skills to do the work. Tonight, News 8 investigates.
San Antonio Aerospace, a sprawling aircraft repair facility at the San Antonio airport. Delta and UPS are two of the airlines who send aircraft to be fixed here, part of an outsourcing trend among airlines to save money. Documents and interviews indicate SAA recruited Mexican aircraft mechanics to work there. Immigration documents describe them as scientific technicians. We showed them to John Gulia, a former member of the National Transportation Safety Board.
And frankly, this document really scares me because it doesn't state these people are trained. It actually uses a term calling them scientific technicians. That's not an aviation term. I don't know where they got that from.
This former SAA employee says many of the workers could not read or speak English.
And a lot of the guys couldn't even read the test papers. And so I started to translate for them a little bit, and then I realized, I'm not going to help you guys.
Mechanics make repairs with a manual. It's written in English.
So now when you bring in a person in who can't read the manual, you raise the risk. When you bring a person in who doesn't understand the verbal instructions from a coworker or from a supervisor, you raise the risk. It doesn't take a lot of tick marks in raising the risk before we have ourselves a serious problem.
Documents show mechanics came from Mexico City. This worker says the company cut costs by hiring them.
They came in at half the pay as us American English-speaking mechanics. So they got a bargain. Of course, the downfall is when you can't read, write, and understand English, there's a serious safety problem going on there.
Documents indicate the men are paid by a company called Aircraft Workers Worldwide, AWW, which operates out of this office in Daphne, Alabama. CEO Daniel Harden declined to be interviewed. When we visited his office, an employee told us to leave. The company says it makes $9 million a year. How much the workers make is unknown. In a visa application for a Mexican mechanic, AWW claims to have an office on San Antonio Aerospace property. San Antonio Aerospace says AWW is a contractor. We asked the company about its hiring of foreign nationals. Its written reply, San Antonio Aerospace is an equal opportunity employer, and our hiring policy is in strict compliance with local, state, and federal regulations. All aircraft mechanics are required to comply with state and federal regulations as applicable. Further questions went unanswered. San Antonio Aerospace is owned by ST Aerospace, headquartered in Singapore. It's one of the largest aircraft repair companies in the world. It also owns this even larger facility in Mobile, Alabama. American mechanics from Mobile have told us about mechanics being brought in from overseas to work there. The Mobile division responded to us in the same way as its sister operation in San Antonio, that they're an equal opportunity employer.
And since there's no restriction on them with these visas, they can go and work anywhere in the country.
Delta Airlines told us they have inspectors on the premises in San Antonio who are responsible for ensuring that all manufacturer, Federal Aviation, and Delta requirements are met on every Delta aircraft, and that Delta does not compromise on the quality or safety of work performed on its aircraft. UPS told us it has 13 full-time staff people on the premises at San Antonio Aerospace. We do not know if every mechanic speaks English. Once a mechanic makes the repairs go to a quality control inspector who has to verify the work is done correctly. After this step, one of our UPS team will also review the work.
The FAA is the entity that's supposed to safeguard the public's interest in safe transportation. Right? And where are they?
FAA inspectors are supposed to be on the repair shop floor, making sure mechanics can do their jobs. San Antonio mechanics say non-English speakers have been working there for more than 2 years.